Hi y'all, I'm Rio. Thanks for joining us in the studio for another episode of Coloring Passports. Today we are doing the Hammerhead Shark. Let's get into it. So here's the thing. This one, the first two, let's look and see what we've done. Great white, a little rusty. The tiger shark, I experimented with the background. We're just not going to talk about this one because I am not happy with this one. But you know, I want you to send me pictures of what you've done because I'm sure yours are better, and I'm good with that. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so moving on to the Hammerhead Shark. So this one I like the way this one's drawn. Because he's banking towards me, he's making eye contact with me. I can see his teeth. I can play in the sand here. So there's gonna be more colors than just gray on gray on gray on gray on gray, which is really not grays. It's all the colors of the rainbow in grade tones. So anyway, I'm pretty excited to see how this one's gonna turn out. So let's get, without stalling any further, let's get into it. Okay, so let me make sure this is all situated for y'all and let's go. All right, so first things first, this one has more fun color in it. This one has way more fun colors in it. So I'm feeling like we're gonna do some of the turquoisey aquas back here, which is just reflections from the atmosphere of the water. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the aquamarine. And I'm gonna come in right underneath here. And I'm gonna do a layer of aquamarine. And I'm barely coloring this. I'm not even filling the entire area in. I'm making it pretty choppy because I want to add some other colors on top, and I want all the colors to kind of meld together. Make it look like water reflections on all of this. At least that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna try. That's what I'm going for. So, and then I know that we're gonna have the water. That's watercolor behind this part of his mouth. Oof. And probably it's gonna be a little darker underneath him, but I think that as it comes down this way, I'm using the side of the pencil because I know this is sand. And some of this sand is gonna have some of that reflective aquamarine, beautiful color, teal, turquoise, quintessential Florida color here, Bahamas color here. And some of it isn't. So then behind him, we're gonna add some more of this, and we're just very lightly coming in. As it goes up the page, that color is going to shift into more of a cerulean blue. So I'm going to very loosely, very scribbly add that. So I'm going to put this color down. I'm going to pick up the light aqua, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to put some of this color down now, right on top of it. Just going to kind of mix them all together. Yep, that's the color we're going for. That's looking great. And then we'll come in with something else. Gonna be very careful coming around his teeth because I want to make sure that I can show off his pearly whites. It's okay if I get a little bit of that color up underneath his rostrum here because he's gonna have some of that color reflecting anyway. In fact, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna put some of this aqua in here because it's going to be there. You know, he's going to have that reflective color on the bottom of his rostrum. He's probably going to have some on his belly too. So let's put a little bit of it right here. be some up in here. I'm certain that this sand is going to be a little bit challenging to color, but I know that this aqua is going to obviously reflect in some of the sand, but you got to be careful. You want to color in the direction of the sand duney piles. Oh, there's a kitty outside that wants to come back in. Okay, I'm going to switch gears here. I'm going to grab this 50% French gray. And I'm going to come in here and start laying in some of the sand. Coloring right into that aqua and turquoise that we just put down. And then just slightly in the sand here. I feel like that's going to be a little more shadowed. This little duney area right here is going to be a little more shadowed. That one's also going to have some blue in it, I think. This is going to kind of fade out to this. This is going to be dark. Where I drew the lines, that was kind of an indication to remind myself where the shadows were going to be in this. So now I feel like this is chestnut. Let's just test it and see if this is gonna be too intense. Okay, I'm going to switch gears to clay rose. So let's put some of this in there. Yep. And we're gonna go over the top of this with some of the blues and the aquas. We're just trying to lay some color down right now. Just following where I would imagine that the layout of the, oh, look how nice that is right on top of that green. Yep. Yep. Here's the thing. This has a pink rose base, and the green obviously has the greenish blue. And the rose color and the green set each other down. They're complementary colors, so they set each other down. They remove the intensity of it all, and it just flows beautifully together. So when I come in here and I go over this with some of this green, this is the light green, it's a beautiful transition. And I won't use this light green on everything. I'm just going to use it on some of it. Then I'm going to grab this beige sienna, which is also a, you know, kind of a red color. This one's got a little more yellow in it though. This one might not work the way I want it to. Yeah, I'm putting that one back. I don't like that one as much. I want one with more pink. This is rosy beige. We're not going for pink sand. We're just trying to go with complementary colors so that the intensity of the sand sits down underneath the shark. Taking that cobalt turquoise, which is a really intense color. I mean, it's crazy intense. Working it in back here, just a touch. Okay, what are we looking like? Okay, see, it's starting to come to life. It's a well-laid plan. I like it when I start to see them come together. Okay, I switched back to the aquamarine. Hmm. 20% warm gray. We're going to put that right here. I'm also going to come in right over the top of this and just start blending that area out with the 20% warm gray. That's really kind of nice. And you see how that just blends together all of the colors that we've laid down. And we can come back in and add darker colors later if we choose, or lighter colors. It's hard. It's always harder to add lighter colors though. Oh, I just did that. That's okay. We can fix that. That's not a problem. Okay, so more rosy, mossy color. So we've got this deep pit right here. I think that should be a little more rosy. So I'm going right over it with the rosy beige. Okay. Now, seashell pink. That's not terrible, but it's really more yellow against all of this, and I don't think that's the color that I really want. I don't believe it is. What color is this? Which one is this? Beige sienna. Is that more yellow too? Yeah, it is, and that's really not the color that I'm looking for either, is it? I'm gonna add some of this up in here. I'm not a fan of that color. I'm putting it away. I don't see anything over there. So we're gonna put this one back into play. That's the French gray. Let's come over here and grab, maybe it's time for some lavender. Let's put the lavender right over the top of that yellow, because that will set it down as well. Yep, I like it. Ginger root. Lavender. Let's see. Lavender. I think this is the grade lavender. I actually think that's a color in the shark. Right there. I'm gonna come up here with this grade lavender, and I'm gonna put some of that right here, right behind his eye. I'm also gonna put some right here. Gonna have some right up here along this line. And I know you're thinking, Rio, sharks aren't purple. The shark has lots of purple in him. I'm gonna come in, this area right here is eventually gonna be super dark, but it's got a purple undertone to it. So we want to make sure that we get lots of that lavender color on the shark here. And I know I'm bouncing around from the background to the shark, but it'll be okay. Stick with me. It's going to be good. You're going to see where I'm going with this. There's a lot of purple on this pectoral fin too. And then we've got some of the purple back here. Okay. Okay. I want to start darkening up the shark. And this one's got quite a few different colors in him. So I'm going to grab some of the grapes. I've got a dark purple. I've got a black grape here. I'm going to grab this chestnut as well. He's also going to have some greens back here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. I think I'm going to grab this mahogany red. Makes me a little nervous. I'm going to touch it. And see, where are we at with that? Yeah, that's not terrible, but the purple is gonna have to go over it. Where is the lavender? Here's that lavender. Let's see, get the lavender to come over the top of that. Yup. And then we need the darker colors. Here we go. Here's the sepia. Let's see what the sepia looks like on this shark. What are we looking at? Oh, that's nice. It's a little more intense than I want though, I think. Maybe not. It's a little more, definitely don't want black. Definitely do not want black. Let's do the 90% French gray. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna outline the eyeball here. I'm gonna color in the eyeball a little bit here because it's darker. Some of this back over here on this side. So it's really dark up here. Part of some of the problem that I notice is that I'm nervous to fully commit to a super dark color, and so I kind of just dance around the color a little bit before I really get into it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I'm putting that purple back in there. I see a lot of purple in this shark. I'm gonna grab the chestnut right here on this part of his eye. I'm telling you. Now I want to grab this cloud blue and come in here and add right over the top. I'm just going to start blending this out right here. It's all good. Okay, that's working for me. How's that looking in the thing? Yep, his eyeball's developing. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep moving forward. So we've got this dark purple. I'm gonna come in here and, ooh, it's like really, really, really obnoxiously purple. So we've got to add some yellow to the top of that. So I'm gonna add this ginger root to the top of it and kind of set it down a little bit. See how that kind of diffuses how intense that purple is there. We have the 90% French gray that can go right over the top of that as well. And this kind of comes back into this, and I don't think that's the exact right color, but we're gonna grab some of this mahogany. Is that which one it is? Yeah, the mahogany. We're gonna go right into the mahogany right here with this. And then I'm gonna come in with that ginger root. Kind of right over the top and just smooth some of that out. Starting to develop quite nicely. It's going to be just fine. It's going to be a great piece. Okay, so let's see where we're at here. I'm feeling like, let's start adding some color to the background of this. This is the sepia. I'm going to take the sepia and I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to color in the direction of that dorsal fin. And just start laying on some light layers. I feel like it's going to be a little bit shadowed right there where it connects to the body. We're going to have to pull the blues and the greens on top of this. I've got the lavender down right now. And see how I'm making C's right here? Because I'm coloring in the direction of the belly of this shark. So that's one of the tricks to getting things to look realistic, at least in my opinion. Who knows? Let's see here. I'm going to come in and start making this a little bit darker. I always go light, light, light at first so I can get my bearings about me with where the painting is going. And then I'm going to come up here and do this part right here. And then I get after it with some darker color. There's going to be like a little bit of a shadow right here where this pectoral fin meets the body. Okay, we got that going for us. So, got that on top. We've got this here. Gonna add some shadow right here, and then it's gonna get lighter as it comes up here, and then we're gonna get some more shadow right here, and then it's gonna get a little bit lighter as it comes up here, and then this is gonna be shadowed a little bit lighter, and that's gonna be really darker. And then underneath here, where it's gonna read like white, but we've got to add some of the sepia to it because we need to add those shadow marks. Got some ridges underneath their rostrum. Okay, and then this is another fin. It's darker. We're gonna put some green over the top of that to set that back into the picture. All right, look, he's starting to come to life. It gets starting to get exciting. So, what's next? I'm gonna grab this mahogany, and it's gonna be super intense right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna come in and set it down. I'm gonna just put a streak of mahogany right here, I think. And we're going to put a little bit of that mahogany right in here, and I'm going to come in with some of the green over the top of it, so that'll set that down. And then we've got the mahogany in here a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some here. I'm gonna add some here. I'm going to add a streak right here on this remora. And then I'll come in and obviously darken that up quite a bit too. Got the cloud blue, I think. Come in and come right over the top of that. Got the grayed lavender. I come in over the top of that. I have the chestnut. I'm gonna come in right over the top of all of that with the chestnut. And then I've got the 90% French blue. That is Gigi saying hello to everyone. Gonna come in with the grayed lavender. And right now it doesn't look like much, but we're just gonna keep building up this color. I'm coming right over the top of all this with the grayed lavender. We're gonna keep building up all this color until we have the combination of color that we're going for to make this shark look real. Gonna have to start adding some blues here. This is the indigo, and I don't know if this is right or not. Let's just check here. I think that can have some of the lighter. I'm gonna grab this light green. I'm gonna put some of this light green. Ooh, is that it? I'm gonna put some of that light green right here. That's some reflective light. That's not 100% the color that I'm looking for though. Parrot green. Let's see if the parrot green adds to the... Ooh, that parrot green definitely makes it look like it's sitting down in the water, for sure. Some of this black cherry maybe? Gotta find a blue. I'm going with the periwinkle. Yep, that's the color. Okay, so we've got the periwinkle. I'm coming back with the black cherry here, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of black cherry right here. I'm gonna come over that with some yellow here in just a second. I think I'm gonna use the ginger root over the top of it because it'll kind of set it down. That's the black cherry. This is the French gray, 90%. That's got some red in it too. Ginger root. This is beige. Let's see what the beige does. Not really the color I'm going for. I'm going to go ahead and add some of it down here though, because I think if I put another glaze of a color on top of it, I'll like it. Or I won't and it'll be tragic. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Here's that ginger root. We also might just be setting it up to go ahead and break out the paint. This is slate gray, I think. Yeah, slate gray. Let's see what this looks like on here. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's working. Not terrible. I'm not unhappy with it. Let's color some of the slate gray up here. Oh yeah, I like the slate gray over that lavender and the cranberry or whatever color that was. I forget, y'all. So this is where the dark is, and this is where the dark is, and this is where the dark is, and this is the dark, and that's the dark. See what we did here? We just set that pectoral fin down behind him. Okay. I think that the slate is going to be a great color up underneath his rostrum, and then we'll come over it with some other colors and kind of blend it in, is what I'm thinking. I'm not, you know, not 100% certain, but I feel like we're pretty good here. The lavender. Then we'll get in there and we'll color his teeth. Okay, so what color do the French gray. Oh, yep, that's the color. French gray right over the top of all of this. This is 20% French gray. We need to darken all of these things that we're working on right now. Gonna go right over this. Because we still got to color the inside of his mouth and finish the sand. And we've got to darken all of these areas up so that he makes the curve, goes around the corner, does all of those things to make him look more photorealistic. Oh, he's starting to pop off though. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So the background is coming further in front than what I would want. I'm going to set this one right here so I remember that that's the one that I used. The dark purple. Let's see where we are with this. Ooh, that is so intense. I'm going to have to go over that immediately with the ginger root yellow to set that down. Where is the darker grays? Here we go. So I know that this is dark right here. And I know that everything around this is going to be dark right in here. That's a little on the pink side. Let's see. I think we want to use this rosy beige in his mouth. Yep, that's the color. He's got quite an array of teeth here in his mouth. So we've got that. We're going to come back in with this mahogany red. And typically his gums are a little bit redder right where the tooth is coming out of the gum. Gonna go right over that with this peach beige. Got some of that peach beige in underneath him here. Got some of that peach beige in his side profile look here. This is gonna have to have a bunch of blue and green over the top of it. Seriously. So we're gonna come in here with this periwinkle and start pulling some periwinkle down here. Gonna go right over the top of all of this with the periwinkle. That's gonna start setting that down. In addition to using the periwinkle, we're gonna use some of the green, I'm gonna put some of this right here because that's a little bit, it's gonna be obviously a little bit darker right here on the back side of his rostrum. It's a little bit darker. See how that's working? I could do this all day. What's your favorite thing about a hammerhead shark? I like the fact that they can see 360 degrees. I think that's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab the peach beige and I'm gonna come up here and then I'm gonna come over it with the cloud blue. And I'll hit that with some white here in just a second. Where is my white pencil? Here it is. Is that my white? I think it is. So we have this line streak right through here. This is my green light. I feel like this is a lot more vibrant and a lot darker than I've got it painted. Coming back up in here for some more action on this remora because he's not quite where I want him to be. And I'm gonna add some more of this purple right here because that purple is just a beautiful color. I'm making teeny tiny little egg shapes here, just layering another glaze of the purple on this side of the shark. Then I'll come over that with the 90% gray, warm gray is what this one is. There's gonna be like right here where it kind of starts, there's gonna be a little bit of blue in that. Put some more blue in it back here. Just another layer of the blue. And then I think we probably should try some more of the slate gray. Like right in here. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's really nice. I like that. Yep, I like that a lot. That's good. Let's grab this aquamarine and come in here and start picking up that blue, that aqua color underneath him. And then we're gonna start just adding a little bit of that aqua to him because that aqua is going to reflect off of him. He also should have a shadow here. I'm not 100% sure which gray, but I think I'm going to grab the 30% warm gray because I think it would be the warm gray. Yep. Right there. Then he's going to have a little bit of a shadow right here where his mouth would be. And he's going to have some lines. This is going to obviously be dark right here where that's shadowed from his pectoral fin. Ooh, that's really built up there. We're about to have to start adding paint because we're about to run out of options with color. Because I have really hammered oh, I like that. That's working. Perfect. So then we've got this is a little bit whiter, right? And then this is going to be whiter. I'm going to come in and get him a line on his eyeball. That's going to be whiter. That's going to be whiter. See how I can just kind of come in here and push super hard and highlight some of these with this white. There we go. Okay, and then I think with the Remora, I'm probably going to have to resort to the pencils or the paint pen, I think. Because I am not sure that I can get any more white out of that. What do you know? It's not terrible. I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's not terrible either. Okay, so where are my browns? Here's my browns. Give me this brown right here. Let's come in and get this Remora's his little lines a little bit more defined. So he looks a little less cartoony. Not gonna lie, y'all, I can barely see this Remora. Got a little bit of purple shadow underneath him here. Just a skosh. Then we're going to come up here and we're going to add some of this purple up here. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Put that purple in, but now I want to add in the dark purple. Ooh, that dark purple is not dark purple. It's like a cobalt purple. It's really intense. It's not your friend. It's just not your friend. Black cherry has a little more red in it. And then we're gonna come right over the top of that with this green. and set it all down. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna grab this cerulean blue. Gonna draw a line right here. I'm gonna come in and scribble some cerulean blue on this. Gonna scribble some cerulean blue up here. Gonna try not to scribble on the shark or the remora. No guarantees though, no promises. I'm going to kind of outline these guys in this blue. Okay, I'm going to set this down. I'm going to pick up that aquamarine again. I am pushing super hard here. I kind of like it. I don't know if it's 100% where it should be, but I do like it. Gonna go over this with the parrot green. Is that the parrot green? Yep, parrot green. Gonna come right up into this. Wow. That's looking like a real shark, isn't it? I think it is. I think it's looking like a real shark. I have all of my colors just kind of strewn about here. Again, I might not like 100% like my background on this, but I'm gonna be okay with it. Okay, I spared you having to watch me push down super hard on with my colored pencils and just darken up the background. Same colors: true blue, cobalt, cerulean, and the aquamarine. So now I'd like to get this sand in a little bit better shape here. So I've got the um, 30% warm gray. Now that's gonna be a little bit darker right back there. So that's that. Fred. So the neighbor's cat Fred comes to visit. I don't know what's going on with that one. This one is just crumbly. I don't know why either. I don't quite understand it. I never have the crumbly with anything from Prismacolor, but there's a couple of them in here that are definitely that way. I'm going to push down in this gully right here and kind of get it darker. I'm going to push down in this gully right here and get it a little darker. Right here too. And then right here for sure, a little bit darker here. And go right over the top of that with some true blue here. That's probably way too intense, so I probably should put a peachy color over the top of that and set that down. Yep, there we go. Okay. My colors are getting all messed up here. I just don't know what's happening. Okay, so we're gonna grab this. This is the light green, gray green. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm going to break out the watercolors because I like the way they're going to lay nicely on this, I think. I always have a little bit of trouble with the sand. Just a touch. That's way better. I like to put the glaze of the color over the top of it. Got a little bit of the peach, a little bit of the blue candy. There we go. See how that glaze of that blue glaze just sets that sand right back down into the distance there, and I just like it. I just like it. I don't know if it's 100% correct or, you know, like 50% correct. I'm going to add a little bit of pink into it back here. But my goodness, it just, I think it looks better. Well, that's not what I was going for. Ugh. Well, it's not terrible. It's not my favorite, but it's also not awful either, so. There we go. That's not a terrible sandy color. You have some other things you'd like to see us do paint-wise or subject matter-wise? Leave us a comment and let us know what you're thinking. Who knows? Your book could be next. Finish up here with these blues and call it a day. Do a little bit of a blue wash over some of his body so he's down in the water a little bit more. Look at that. That works. That's pretty dang good. Yep. Okay, what do we think of that? Well, that's not terrible. I kind of feel like I want to add some highlighties on him. Because I always kind of feel like I like the interference highlighties. And I know this shark does not have interference highlighties on him in real life. I know. But I'm okay with that. kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Okay, so where are we at here? Let's pick this up. Let's bring it in for a close-up. Ooh, not terrible. Okay, I think they're getting better. Sink. All right, y'all. I think that's it. Look at that. Oh, can you see that? Let me see if I can get it in the light enough to make it shimmer. Oh yeah, there we go. It's still wet in areas and it's fine. I'm good with that. I like it. I like it. So there's number 3, Hammerhead Shark in the books. Done, ready to go. And that's it for this episode of Coloring Passports. I'll see you on the next page.